We continue now with our theme of highlights from Talkback. This is installment 37. In our last installment, installment 36, we concluded the two-finger heading gestures. Today, I'll be taking a look at the three-finger gestures. For today's demonstration, I'll be using my Pixel 6 Pro running Android 13 Beta 2 and Talkback 12.2. I am on my home screen now, and I will navigate to my Talkback menu. Of course, we're talking about the three-finger gestures, and I'll be using three fingers to tap once on my screen to activate the Talkback menu. I will now tap with three fingers to activate Talkback menu.
Talkback menu.
Here is our Talkback menu. The next item I'm looking for in the Talkback menu is an item that says Talkback Settings. I'll put my finger down and tap on Talkback Settings.
Talkback settings.
Here is Talkback Settings. I'll tap here to activate Talkback Settings.
Navigate up button out of list.
I am now in the Talkback Settings. And as always, I'll put down two fingers in the middle of the phone, gliding them upwards, which scrolls down my page. And what I will be looking for is an item that says Customize Gestures. I'll now put two fingers in the middle of the phone, glide them upwards, and scroll down the page. Now I'll find and tap on Customize Gestures.
Customize gestures.
Here is Customize Gestures. I'll tap here to activate Customize Gestures.
Customize gestures out of list.
I apologize because for some reason my Air server and my phone are rather kind of like stuttery today. I am now in the customization page of the gestures. The next thing I would like to do now is to change my granularity to the heading's granularity. I have explained several times that there are one or three methods of changing granularities. One could always use that up-down scrubbing feature with one finger to change those granularities, or if you prefer a multi-finger gesture type, you could simply use your three fingers and swipe down or swipe from left to right or swipe from right to left to change those granularities. As I've indicated, always I prefer the usage of one finger and doing that up-down scrubbing movement with one finger to change my granularity. I will now utilize that preferred method of mine with one finger to change my granularity to the heading's granularity. Here I go. I'll now swipe up and down till it says Headings.
Accessibility volume. Scroll. Speech rate. Windows. Links. Controls.
Controls.
Headings.
Headings. Now that I am on headings, what I need to do is swipe down with one finger until I get to the heading that says three-finger gesture heading. I'll now swipe down till we get to the three-finger gestures. Here I go.
One finger heading in list.
Swipe down.
One finger back and forth heading.
Swipe down.
One finger angle heading.
Let's keep going.
Two fingers heading.
Here's two fingers. Let's keep going.
Three fingers heading.
We are now on the three fingers heading. The first item that we find under this heading will be
Tap with three fingers, open Talkback menu.
indeed the very one that we've been talking about, the one that I use in activating the Talkback menu, and that's tapping with three fingers to activate the Talkback menu. As you know, we use that to activate Talkback menu. But yet, importantly, and most importantly, we also use that when we are, for example, on an icon and we want to get to the actions of the icon. In other words, think about this like the context menu when you are in a Windows application. For example, when you are on a desktop on your computer, you right-click, do the application key or the Shift F10 or doing the right mouse clicking on that item to find the context menu. In the same manner, when you're using Talkback and you come across an icon and you would like to get that context menu or do the actions menu, then you tap with 3 fingers, which brings up the Talkback menu. But then in the Talkback menu, you're going to find an item near the top that says Actions. And that Actions has to do with the icon that was highlighted prior to tapping with 3 fingers to bring up that Talkback menu. So for example, I want to navigate to my home screen and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Launcher. Google, 4 or more items, out of list.
I am on my home screen now and it says Google. And that's a folder that has all my googly stuff. Now, if I want to get to the context or the actions of this particular folder, then all I need to do is tap with 3 fingers, which of course brings up the Talkback menu. But as I indicated, at the very top of the list of the items, we'll find an item that says Actions. I'll tap now to show you what I'm talking about.
Delete. Talkback menu.
Here's my Talkback menu, and if I move my finger down or if I swipe right,
Actions, in list.
we have Actions, and that Actions has to do with the folder that was highlighted before tapping with 3 fingers. If I tap here on these Actions,
Suite. Actions, out of list.
tapping on Actions brings up these items.
Remove, in list.
I have Remove, which means if I tap here, I'll be removing the Google folder from my home screen. Move my finger down again.
Move item.
Move item. In other words, if I want to move this folder to a different location on my home screen, I will tap here to move that item.
Cancel, button, out of list.
Or cancel. And of course, I'm going to tap on cancel because I do not intend on doing anything with this folder. I'll tap here to cancel. Now, if I were on an icon belonging to an app, for example, if I put my finger down,
What 3 words?
I have an item here, an icon that says what 3 words. So if I tap here now,
Delete. Talkback menu.
here's the Talkback menu, and of course below that I have
Actions, in list.
Actions. I tap on Actions.
Suite. Actions, out of list.
Under the Actions, we've got
Shortcuts and notifications, in list.
Shortcut and notifications. If I tap here, I could choose, some shortcuts that would be belonging to the app, or
Remove.
remove the app,
Uninstall.
uninstall,
Move item.
move item, move it to a different location on my home screen,
Add to home screen.
add to home screen. So in other words, if this were from within the App Store and I activate that Talkback menu and went through this process, I could tap here to add it to my home screen, but I'm already on my home screen.
Cancel, button, out of list.
Or cancel. Now back to the top where we saw shortcuts. If I tap on that, for example,
Remove, in list. Shortcuts and notifications.
if I tap on shortcuts and notifications, I'll
Pause app, button, out of list.
have things like pause the app,
App info, button.
app info, of course, which when tapped on will take you to where you could either manage the app, uninstall the app, or clear the cache, clear the storage, and all of that.
Photo capture.
There's a photo capture,
Saved locations.
saved locations. And all that depends on the app. For instance, if it were a Gmail client, when I tap on the shortcuts and notifications, one of the items would be to create an email or something to that effect. But that's the usage of your Talkback menu, the three-finger tap that activates the Talkback menu, which can also be used in activating the context menu or the actions menu on an item. For example, an icon on your home screen, a folder on your home screen, or even a message in your messaging app. For example, if you have a message that contains a link and you highlight that message, you do that three-finger tap, which brings up the Talkback menu. Therein, you'll find where it says links. Tap on that links, and now you can tap on the link that is embedded in the message you got. And that concludes our three-finger tap gesture.